Away from that, 80% of jobs in the national security agencies will be taken up by recruits drawn from the National Youth Service. President William Ruto announced this when he presided over a pass-out parade at the National Youth Service Training Center in Gilgil. He further announced government plans to reorganize the service. Ken Gashuhi reports.
Recruits trained by the National Youth Service now have a reason to smile after the government announced more job openings for them in the country's disciplined forces.
Wale wote watakaoajiriwa kwa jeshi la Kenya, kwa polisi wa Kenya, Kenya Forest Service, Kenya Wildlife Service, asilimia 80% watakuwa hawa vijana ambao wamefuzu kutoka National Youth Service.
The recruits will further benefit from the various bilateral agreements between Kenya and other states on the export of labor.
Already we are concluding negotiations with Germany. We are concluding negotiations with Saudi Arabia. We are concluding negotiations with another 8 countries on export of labor. And the National Youth Service is going to be the central organization.
The president announced a 40% pay hike for NYS servicemen and women, as well as improved working conditions.
National Youth Service, beginning the next financial year, for 3 years, their salaries will be increased by 40% going into the future.
We are going to have 50% of everybody going to work out there coming from the job and the labor provider number 1, which is the National Youth Service.
The government will also restructure the NYS to make it self-reliant financially. Ruto underscored the position of the NYS graduates in the realization of the government's empowerment and development agenda, especially on the housing and agriculture pillars.
The county government of Nakuru is working with the State Department of Housing and Vocational Training and agencies such as International Labour Organization, National Industrial Training Authority, and National Construction Authority to train our labor force for certification purposes. More than 3,000 artisans are currently undergoing training in order to benefit from the affordable housing program.
Ken Gashuhi, KTN News.
The Court of Appeal has declined to suspend orders